Welcome to your daily focus for April the 12th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it back to you. Absolutely. 100-fold. So we have the 12 energy today. And it doesn't matter if we're looking at April the 12th or we are looking at April plus 12 plus 2021. We are looking at the 12 energy, right? 4 plus 3 plus 5. So the numerology plays a more significant role when it's that strong for us. And it has been over the last several days, and it will be going forward too. So plus, we also have to understand that really in numerology, we're looking at the single digits. So 1 plus 2 is the 3. So the 3 energy. But when we can understand how we got to the 3 energy, that kind of gives us those extra clues. So if we look at the 3 energy, it is about planting our seeds. It's about fertility. It's about creativity. It's about stepping into your dreams, planting your successes. It's about manifesting things in your life, transforming body, mind, soul. But we get there by a 12 energy, and the 12 energy is more of being in the moment, being present, taking a step back, not getting overly anxious over things, not being defensive in some way or trying to assert ourselves in a certain way, but rather standing back a little bit and understanding what it truly means in our life and how we want to approach it. So under the 12 energy, we want to use more tact, perhaps, or maybe a better word for that would be respecting or validating others' opinions and just validating that they are in front of you, that they have a voice, that they have feelings, that they have opinions as well. And respecting those things rather than trying to assert your way or the highway kind of approach. The 12 energy is about where we need to surrender a little bit, where we need to compromise perhaps. And not in a bad way, not in a negative way, in a very positive way that suits your values, your path forward. The unique and powerful you. We have the sun in Aries, we have the moon. The beginning of the day, we're going to want to just scatter those seeds all over the place. So it's good that we know the 12 energy because we'll feel more of the 12 energy as the day moves forward and the moon moves into Taurus. Because Taurus is more of a stop and smell the roses kind of thing. We're a little bit more grounded. We want to build new things, absolutely, in our life, but we want to build it upon the old, the trusted, what we already have in place that's solid. We don't want to just throw the seeds and hope. And once again, I'm using that scattering of seeds to talk about our energy. But this time it's just, you just don't want to take that. When you get those wildflowers that we were talking about the other day, now you just don't want to go and scatter them, and some will land on rocks and some of the birds will just eat because it's on the surface, and some will go into the soil and only a few will grow. We don't want that to happen. We don't want to maybe set out for too many things, but get a little bit more specific into one area of our life that we really want to transform, evolve, change. And I think we do have this strength. We have this wanting to win kind of energy around us. And we will for probably until mid next week. So we really have to keep ourselves in check. So the 12 energy is there to tell us to just take a step back, think it through. By your doing this or you saying that, or how is that affecting everybody, or how is that affecting your plans, your ultimate goals? Maybe you don't want to win the fight today, you want to win the battle. And by stepping back a little bit and thinking about it a little bit, concentrating on it a little bit. Some cards tried to fly out. They're telling me, come on, get a move on. So I think it's a little better that we step back a little bit today. We're not trying something erratic and new and off the wall, but we are thinking a little bit more about what we already have in place and how we can build upon those things to make a more solid plan going forward, to bring in our dreams, our goals, our desires, to bring in our successes. Look at this, the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is rest, recuperate. We're going a little bit too fast today. We're going to take shortcuts. We're going to take, and it could produce small accidents, okay? When this card comes up first, I worry about your health. I really do. So take it slow and steady, okay? You don't want to just jump into anything. You could get hurt physically. You could get hurt emotionally. Absolutely. This is the warrior coming off the battlefield. This is the warrior hanging up the weapons, taking off the armor, and laying down to heal, to recuperate, to prepare oneself for the beauty that lays beyond that window. See the sun coming through? So we too need to rest. We need to recuperate. Are we pacing ourselves? Are we going fast and furious, just trying to get everything done and meet all of our obligations and responsibilities? And we do that so fast, and we're obsessing over each and every little detail of life, it seems. And are we doing this? Are we meeting that? We have to get this done and that done. We need to truly back it up and relax. So that relaxation feels good. Whether it's a bubble bath or getting your gardens ready for the summer or for the spring planting, or redecorating a part of the house so it feels more alive or more centered or more inviting. Relaxation in the sense of you are creating space that's going to be there for a while for you. It's going to be something that you want to adopt into your livelihood, or it should, okay? To just truly relax and enjoy yourself. And that's really hard. And you might actually have to set a timer for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Put on some Charlie Chaplin or something, something that'll just make you laugh for 5 or 10 minutes, and then, okay. But release that stress. Now, the best way to release that stress is by putting on a smile, by creating giggles, laughter, enjoyment. Maybe it's sitting there with a child or a best friend or a parent or a sibling and having a conversation just about nothing. And just relax. And Taurus moons are wonderful to bring in that energy and really feel it. Aries, not so much. We're bouncing off the walls. This is a time to recuperate. Today is a time to recuperate, to understand where you truly want to go, what seeds you truly want to plant, so that you have an action plan going forward of how you are going to take on that goal, that dream, that desire, that passion. We have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is our sage wisdom. The Hierophant is also God, the Creator, Mother Earth, the knowledge, the sage wisdom that comes through it comes through with us in our DNA. We just need to tap into it. About creating the balance, okay? So the Hierophant is a 5 energy, which is laughter and giggles, by the way. But it also is, if you think of, you're going to put up a structure, okay? And so you're just going to put up a wall and you got 2 posts in the ground. And yeah, it's kind of okay. It's got a little bit of foundation there, but a strong wind comes and that is just going to go right over. There's nothing supporting it, nothing holding it up. So we add a third one. And that does give us, that triangle base. It gives us a little bit more security, but not a lot, because it all comes to a point, right? So the walls aren't straight and strong, but they're leaned in upon each other. Or we do the 4, right? Where we have the 4, and that's your square, and you think of your house and whatnot. But, it's that 5th one in the middle that really gives it the strength. So the retaining walls in your home, if you want to look at it that way. That fifth brings it so grounded for you, because you're not only using your sage wisdom here, but you are using it in conjunction with your heart, with your intuition. And you're bringing that together. You're cementing those two things together. So, yes, your heart has a say in it, but your logic and your wisdom also has a say in it. So we want to utilize all of that. So once again, I'm going back to, we need to pull it back with that 12 energy. We need to think it through so that we have the most stability that we can create going forward. It might not be a lot, but at least we've thought it through and understand where the weaknesses are, perhaps, that we need to work on, we need to build on. And the Four of Cups is all starts with being grateful for what you already have in place. Okay? I was raised, God, as the ever-loving Father. Okay, so I'm sure everybody here has something a little bit different, but it all pretty well means the same, just different words, different tones. And you have to think of, say, a parent, okay? They love us. They love us with all their heart. We are their creation. But you have to understand of a child perhaps in your life, where they begged for that toy, and you went out and you scrimped and you saved and you went without on certain things because you want to see the smile on that child's face. And a day or two later, it's in the corner, or it's broken, or it wasn't even really opened. I mean, what's with that? Now, the next time that child asks for something, I'm sure you thought about it a little bit and thought, no, they can go without. They're okay for now. It's the same. If we don't take a pause in our life to understand what truly is spectacular in this very moment in our life. Maybe it's the fact that you have a pillow to put your head on tonight. Maybe it's a roof over your head or food in your belly. Maybe it's people who love you. Maybe it's a promotion coming available at work. One that is just made for you, that you know that you're walking into. I mean, maybe it's a little figurine that somebody gave you a long time ago, and it brings back that special moment, the special memories of that person to you when you gaze upon it. Maybe it's a pet. Maybe it's whatever. Be grateful. Understand the things that are already present in your life, allowing you to work. Okay, so, if you're complaining that you got to do the dishes, well, you know what? That means that you had a full table of people around the table, right? You had a dinner, so you were able to afford the food. And obviously the electricity came on. And maybe the gas or the propane or the electric, and you're able to pick your phone up and just take a picture of everybody if you wanted to. Just because. And start seeing the little things. And if you don't have a gratitude journal, I highly, highly recommend you having a gratitude journal. And if you think that right now, presently in your life, there's not a heck of a lot for you to be grateful for, grab a piece of paper and a pen. Write down one thing you're grateful for. Maybe it is that pillow. Read it aloud and go to sleep. And the next night I want you to write a second line and read them both aloud and go to sleep. And within a couple of weeks, you're going to find out that you actually have a sincere page and a half of things that you do have in your life that you are grateful for. You watch those doors start to open for you. I mean, I dare you to prove me wrong because it works. Understanding what you already have just invites more goodness in. It allows that parent to spoil you over and over again. Okay, let's get a mantra card. And when you're doing gratitude, give gratitude for the things that will be coming into your life. Thank you for the money in the bank. Thank you for the bills all paid in full. Thank you for the full fridge. Thank you for the new vehicle in the driveway. You've asked for it. You know it's coming. If it moves you in the right direction, if it's for the right reasons. Sometimes things don't happen in your life. You ask, why? Why wasn't that happening? And then in hindsight, you look back and you say, thank goodness I didn't date that person or take that job or move to that neighborhood. Thank goodness I didn't do that, because I wouldn't be here right now had I done that. So sometimes they know. So don't worry. Sensuality, express your sensuality. Express your heart, the beauty. Sensuality. And, back it up a little bit. Don't be too assertive today. Don't be on the defense today. Allow that beautiful, loving person to come out a little bit more today and represent who you are with your sage wisdom, with your intuition. You'll know when to use it. Being a sensual person means you have heightened sense of awareness to maybe a touch, a taste, a smell, hearing, feelings. Sensuality plays a big part in a sex life and your overall ability to derive pleasure from life. You like to take advantage of what life has to offer and live it with love and passion. So it's about seeing what's already available to you and embracing it, loving it, allowing the laughter to come in, allowing the joy to come in, knowing that you can build on it. That's the kind of day it is. It's time to get eager about experimentation in life. You may make great discoveries of mind, body, and spirit, fulfilling your desires, enjoying an ultimate contact with another. Sensuality embodies all the qualities of self-awareness, including your uniqueness, your authenticity within your own comfort zone. Express your sensuality in your own way, or rediscover your own vitality. So it's time to take a deep breath. Once again, that 12 energy. Take a deep breath. Be in the present moment. Feel the beauty that's around you, within you. The mantra is, I live my life to the fullest with passion and love. I live my life to the fullest with passion and love. So where do you not live your life to the fullest with passion and love? I think that's the area you need to concentrate on. If it's a boring job, then brush up that resume and start handing out resumes to something that will meet more with your talents, your abilities, your passions. Is it wanting somebody, a new relationship in your life? Then ask friends if they know anybody. Where do you not live life to the fullest? Is it as you get older, you don't want to go for that walk because, oh my gosh, it's going to hurt? All the more reason to look at ways to get to that point again. I remember watching a YouTube video, and the lady was like in her late 80s, I think. And she was a ballerina in her youth, and one injury and then one, just failing parts, she figured, arthritis, and she not only could not dance anymore, but she was pretty well confined to her bed. And when she was about 70 or so, she said, I want to dance. If there's one more thing that I want to do in my life, it's I want to dance one more time. And so in her bed-stricken, she remembered some of the earlier exercises of pointing her toes or bringing her knees up or raising her arms. And very slowly but surely she did this until, wow. And then I watched a little clip of her dancing. And I could not believe that this person 20 years prior was bedridden. So nothing is impossible. If it's in your heart, if it's your passion, if it's your dream. And this is a very grounded energy to understand how we can take those baby steps towards fulfilling our desires, our goals, our dreams, our wants. So love life in the present, because it's giving you all the tools right now that you need to take the next step. You just have to be aware of them. So, raise your sensuality and take a chance. And that's really the new moon energy, is take a chance. Believe in yourself. Take a risk. But it's an educated risk. Take a chance. Freedom, chance, fear, passion. Life itself cannot give you joy unless you really will it. Life gives you time and space. It's up to you to fill it. It's time for you to take a chance, a leap of faith. You've been lacking in energy, lacking in motivation. It could be out of fear. It could be that you got caught up with a little bit of laziness. You perhaps have beached yourself. It can be scary to change, and although you may feel stuck, you're never truly stuck. You have free will to change the course of where you want your life to go. Don't you just love the way it all comes together? My goodness. Free yourself from the past. Allow yourself to feel again. That's what we're talking about here, right? Feeling again. What ignites you? What fills you with passion and joy? And where do you need to instill that in your life going forward? You may be stuck in a dead-end job. Look for one in a different field that feeds your passion. You may be eyeing the cute girl at the coffee shop, or looking at the cute boy who changed your oil, or the cute girl that changed your oil and the cute boy at the coffee shop. Ask him or her or them out. When you begin to take a chance on one thing, you find it easier and easier to continue doing that in every part of your life, which will only draw you closer and closer to your ultimate successes. And you won't know. You definitely won't know unless you take a chance. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.